and that's it. And it's one of the only country.
Yeah.
But we are the best in Instagram.
I think that in Italy we don't have a narrative about esports teams and athletics, and with a better narrative, this can really
It
explode.
depends. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of teams, a lot of players got their narrative, but they don't have a place to share it because the leagues, if they don't use,
National.
if they don't use Twitter very good, Twitter X or whatever, as a league, you don't have any way to highlight the players move, the players win or the players lose of the player's story if you know
Yeah, I
are
was
just
working on a
behind the
reality
screen.
on a gaming house, and then the pandemic started with PG Nuts, with Riot
Yeah.
Games lawyers, and every agreements. Did you remember? No, with
Yeah, why not? I
uh,
remember the game is started anyway. Okay, so we concentrate on the game right now,
yeah,
but
the play-by-play. It's offered by
So-
Piemonte.
so we have got on the left side,
I think.
yeah, the new sensation affinity. There's just sky glitter affinity, and on the
think
other side we've
It
got
is-
Street blue white. Doesn't play red.
oh wow.
Azorius.
Azorius.
So someone told us that was with red is not just
No.
white, blue, and on the other side we've got gardens.
Green Gardens.
Gardens is the deck that received the most interesting addition
Yeah, Team Blade, so
from the
strong.
new set. Thieving Blade and the new Deadly Dispute is worse than Deadly Dispute.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's another Deadly
Yeah,
Dispute.
fanatical offering.
Fanatical
There we
offering.
go.
Magical offering.
And it's very strong because like having an edict that you can sacrifice with bargain or dispute is
Not only having an edict that wins the game, long
Yeah.
game, of course, and with gardens, you can exile the plant.
mhm.
Yeah,
That's
amazing. It's
super
so
play.
strong.
So here it is. We
And tons of
go.
answers versus creature who wanted to be enchanted by the glitter. So
Ornithopter, Moon Circuit Hacker, and Moon Circuit
defile
Hacker
is that
gets defiled by the opponent.
dun, 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 dun. Okay, now they gave
So
us the
very good to have the file in hand for Tommaso Loss. And now goes with the second swamp Springleaf Drum.
yeah. So they need to be flipped. Flipping.
We don't have a mute.
Okay, okay.
So here we go again. There are two Ginger Brute on the battlefield.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they're ready to be enchanted. But why we have this screen shared now? I go to talk to the director.
Or maybe he's going to.
You prefer the other way, no? No, maybe he's gonna fix by himself.
Okay.
No, okay, I go. Be right back.
There is some. Ah, okay. Deadly Dispute
Yeah.
from the garden site. After, of course, a block. That comes another garden, Kalni Garden, a card that did history in Magic the Gathering, actually. Was played on a lot of decks. A lot of decks.
It looks like Thomas Loss is very very mid-range, like plays just free Avenging Hunter and free turn of Black Rose, so a lot of ways to create this powerful token of initiative or monarch. And then you have troll, crypt rats to basically try to end the game. So you're playing basically a mono black control deck with splashing green. And the sideboard is very stock, so you play 4 Declaimer, 3 Lyric, 3 Weather Storm, 3 Drowning Sorrow, and 2 Duress. So you try to have answer versus everything. I really like this deck list. It's very rounded.
Yeah, it's going to. I mean, his idea is win only 5 mana. No, sorry, 3, 6, because he's playing 3 Avenging Hunter, 3 Troll of Khazan Doom, and 3 Return of the Black Rose. These are the only,
Yeah.
let's say, winning condition. But you got a Blood Fountain to take them back. You got Crypt Rats to wrap the board, and to anyway, you have a threat that goes to face. If you go double all the glitters that here is being discarded by the black-green players. And now it's very, very tough for Affinity player to recover from this, because he drew only mana. Actually, double drum is mana, and yeah, it's got these 2 unblockable threats, but I don't think that the player of VG Garden will ever tap out to the one that glitters. So
Yeah, of course.
but playing the file over something like Cast Down, does he play?
He plays Forecast Down.
Okay,
I think,
Forecast Down. How many the file?
What?
For the file, Forecast Down.
Oh,
Okay.
that's quite aggressive. I don't know.
Quite aggressive.
I personally don't like the file because I think, like back in the days, I didn't like the file because you had to play some green lands, because Galactus used to play Llanowar Visionary.
And the bounce land.
So nowadays, since you play a lot of swamps, like 12 swamps, probably the file is strong. I used to play -2/-2 instant speed. Good.
How many lands? 12 and
No.
4, 16, 17 lands totally. Looks like very, very few lands for the garden player. Anyway, and it doesn't play bounce land.
That's
That's
interesting.
interesting. Very, very interesting. Maybe playing the file is a concession to the, I mean, you cannot play bounce land with the file, because your risk is not having the file active when it counts first and second turn.
Yeah, but it's interesting because he also plays a free troll, so that counts like alpha as a land. Looks like Tomasi is at 11, so already took some damage from the unblockable
Yes.
Ginger Brutes, but he has like 6, 7, or 8 cards in hand, so pretty sure he will find the cards he need to win. And of course, like the way Tommaso has a way to recoup the advantage in the game is to slam an initiative threat or a monarch threat, but since the ginger boots are indestructible, you have to deal with those first.
Ginger Brute are in the
Sorry, I mean unblockable. That would be interesting.
Yeah, but the file is taking care of indestructible creatures too.
Yeah, in
But
fact.
it's not this. This is not the fact. Anyway, all that glitters in hand. We know that because of the duress of the Tommaso loss. So green and black player. There is one off in his deck, so he drew the only duress that he's got. Again, these 2 damage goes to Tommaso. That is went from 9 to 7, I think. 3
That's 3
mana
mana, that's either. Okay, draw 2.
of one mind.
Yeah, we'll see a poker of Talkcast ready in the graveyard.
Of one mind, triggering only when there is Moon Circuit Hacker in play.
Also Traben.
Oh yeah, I was forgetting about Ramen Inspector.
Yeah, I don't think the deck is super well supported. I'd rather like play probably 10 creature is the correct number, 10 humans. But I think often you can play it even later.
Anyway, he's playing 301 mind and 4, as we say, Todcast. Maybe there are better ways to draw? I don't think so.
Mm.
So,
No, in blue I don't think so.
what do you think of the new divination instant
I like it. I
for
like it a lot.
Pauper? Hmm.
The thing is, you don't have any good control decks that can use that, and like Meeting of Minds, so the divination with Convoke, that's very, very stronger. That's much stronger just because like in decks that like all the decks in Power plays a lot of creatures, like familiars can abuse that much more.
So, one side we've got 4 Thoughtcasts, the other side we've got 3 Gardens.
Yeah, and also free dispute. So both
Yeah,
both players drew a lot of cards.
this card
Discard.
face any discard Turn of the Dark in the battlefield because he will surely lose it very soon. So he didn't do Turn of the Black Rose. 2 Gingerbread gets unblockable, and from 12, Tommaso Loss is going to. Let's see.
I like how Tommaso can just wait because this race gets completely stopped by just one Lembas.
Yeah,
So each Lembas there is a time walk.
yeah.
And of course, Daniel can't play glitters now because it's very, very easy that Tommaso is preying on him doing that move. So quite interesting game. And I like the ability of um, Green Black to basically grind the situation and play a control deck. And this list by losses seems like a very turn to beat a mono red because 4 defile means uh,
Yeah,
everything will die.
it
Yes.
doesn't want to die against Mono Red.
Also free drown, free weather storm to duress. These are the perfect mix because then you can cut the turn of the black rose and other useless cards. Just like creep rats.
Maybe I would have gone with 4 Weather the Storm in sideboard.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm very curious about the 2 Icor Wellspring, only 2.
Yeah, but now it's like Icor Wrestling got basically shadow banned by Lembas, so decks that used to play for
Yeah,
now.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, in a deck like this, Icor Wellspring is still very powerful because
Yeah,
every dispute is brings sorry, ancestral goal.
and you
So
play 9, right? So
yeah, here it is, the first edict in the form of Teething Blade. New card come with the Cave of Lost Ixalan, 1 mana, 1 black mana, 1 generic mana to sacrifice, make your opponent sacrifice a creature, and at 5, exiling a creature from the graveyard, from your battlefield, you can
rispetto a quelle che si vedono nelle palle. Ma qualcuno ha portato il mazzo di Campfire? Guarda.
Cioè, io non riuscito a mettermi come nome del mazzo la faccia e il martello, ma non come nome, simbolo della faccia e il martello. Ma io gli dico come hai fatto.
Ma guarda, bannalo. Bannalo. Sì, ho capito, ma noi dobbiamo lavorare. Cioè, quello è il problema. Che mazzo è? Mano rosso? No. Che gioca?
Lo vedi così, così abbiamo il punteggio.
Va bene.
Vengo con lui.
Okay, we are coming back. Sorry, guys, about the technical problems we had with our microphone, but now we are good to go, and you should hear us clearly.
Yes.
And we will see what's happening in this game between Tommaso Loss and his opponent, Daniel Cruz. I remember that we are seeing the Golgari Garden deck, one of the new sensation. No, it's not new actually for Pauper. It's existing for a long time, but it has got a very, very high boost from the new set against the affinity deck with all the glitters.
Yes, and I really like how the Tommaso deck is built, because it look like he's has zero loss against like the more aggressive decks, and those are the decks you should be more worried about.
Oh, Andrea, look at the start. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Double Frogmite.
Yeah, but
Premier Drum.
the thing is, Loss plays free Drowning Sorrow, so these rats, yeah.
But the aggro is real right now, no?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. The thing is, like, the problem of affinities, you tend to end your cards very often. So you get those creature onto the battlefield, and if you can't win with it, you probably lose.
Yeah, because your creatures get resolved one by one.
Yeah.
Then the race now is very small. It's a little Frogmite 2/2. It's not more impressive. Golgari got really tons of removal. His mashup is so good. Then you can't at all use glitters, don't minding the answer of the opponent.
I'm curious if he got side out, but no, it looks like he has one in hand.
Yeah, and do you know what they sided in?
I think they side in just turn aside and maybe side a Cyber Cryptomancer. So the cards that you need to use to protect your creatures.
Yeah.
While in Tommaso sideboard, I think you just siding the Glamour and probably Drowning Sorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. The Glamour Drowning Sorrow sounds good.
Okay, so looks like they both are developing so a counter spell for Daniel.
Oh,
And,
glitters out from nowhere.
yeah, that's interesting. I think Daniel has a turn aside, otherwise this move makes
no
little sense.
Really,
Yes,
you need to have an answer right now.
but looks like Daniel has Daniel has turn aside, but looks like Thomas has two removals in hand. So
So the Warriors lost for glitter.
yes,
And
game
the
ends
game
immediately.
is over. Now, wait me, it's 2-0 for Lost Tommaso with me here, guys. And I bring some.
Can you pick another table?
Yeah, what?
Can you pick another table for the future? Grazie. Così commentiamo.